Okay. Hello, Kyle. Nice to see you. Hello, Dwight. Hey, Michael Broshiers. Or nice to see you. Good to see you too, Kyle. I'm going to grab something. I'll be right back that I'm going to share with everybody. I think there might be another show out there because I had to get off and get back on for some reason. It took me about 15 minutes to get going. Good old internet. Who do we have here? Hey, Jim. Nice to see you. Hello, Tom. Nice to see you in here. I'm going to pull this little table closer to me to put this on there. Who else do we have? John, nice to see you back in here again. Ken Amos, nice to see you. Jeff Allen, nice to see you. And I think don't think I missed. There's seen John in here. Michael, Jim. Yep. Hello, Jeff. Good to see you too, Tom. Give it a few minutes to get everybody in here. Hey, the plumber's in here. Nice to see you. Give a few minutes for everybody else to get in. You Ken Amos. Nice to see you in here. I think you were already in here, but I think I said hello to you. But if I didn't, hello. Well, I will. I posted a couple reminders. I don't know if they got out there. Georgia Sunbell, Anthony, nice to see you. All right. Tammy and Ray, nice to see you guys. Talk about a few things here that went on this week and what I've been working on. All right. I have been working on this. This one is done. There may be a few little details to put on this. This is the Walters North Island refinery kit. It is a Bear, but I did one kit, and this is not right. This kit's got a lot of not where it should be. But I think it came out looking okay, honestly. So, but I'm working on the other one now. Thank you, John. Yeah, this is not an easy kit to do, for sure. There were a couple pieces missing, a couple pieces I had to put in there that weren't right. But this is going to be more on the back, so you won't quite see this one. It'll probably be turned this way where you see the when you look at the corner of the layout, you'll see this front part here with the scaffolding and stuff on it. Put a little weathering on this too, but this pipe is not right. That's not where they're supposed to be. at all. But absolutely, I'm going to talk about that right now. Absolutely, Michael. I'm glad you asked. All right. Now, the second one is going much better. I'm taking my time on it. Um, these are actually, you can see, put on right. So the pipes come out the top, boom, 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 go down where they're supposed to. The scaffolding will match across the back of these. These are the right pipes where they should be. They're not right on the other one, but you can't tell. But this one's going much better. I'm going to weather these. And I have this little, much better. This is much, much, much better. It's got a couple little warp spots where you can kind of see through it if you look. Um, but I think once it's painted, you're not going to notice it. I'm going to paint this one a little bit different too. This, as opposed to how this one is, I'm going to leave this one silver. I'm going to paint this whole thing silver, a little dark gray at the top to match the backdrop that I have. When you see a few of these in the backdrop, that's the way they're painted. So I wanted that to match the backdrop. Then I have the skeleton for the piping to go on there too. I just have to put the one end on there, and we're good to go with that. That one is going much, much, much better. So um, it will look much nicer. Hey, Jeff, nice to see you in here. Wigwag, nice to see you. Um, but that one will be fine in the back. I don't think you will um, notice it in the back. Once the highway's in there, that's my next. Once I get this refinery done, then I'm starting on the highway back there. So, hey, Dave, nice to see you in here, Crooked River and Eastern. I just showing this off that I got done, one, and how I'm doing the other one for the refinery area. I got my 2 tanks done. So then once other one is done, I'm just going to put my roads, and I can put in some landscaping around there, and I just have to put my bridge across there. So um, that's what I really, really want to. This one's coming. I'm doing better just taking my time on it. I think it's coming along a lot better. Once I get that structure for the pipes, I think I will actually put them on there and then paint it all silver, and then paint that other little generator house or whatever it is that goes with it silver too. So HO scale would probably be a lot easier to build for that, for sure. Um, hey, Wilmer, nice to see you. Yeah, but once you get this part in, which it's really not too bad to match this up and get it in, it's pretty easy. Um, once you match that up, boom, you're pretty much there. And I just glue this down, paint this all silver, and then I'll put the scaffolding type things on the other one, which this one is much better done. um, yeah, all the piping is right as compared to this one. So yeah, doing much better on that one. So that will go in the front part where you can see. And then also there's some little pipes and stuff, accessories I didn't put on this that I'm going to put on this other one for sure. So finery area coming along. And like I said, once I get those 2 done, I'm going to start my bridge. On that bridge, yeah, I think that might be what they modeled it after. Not sure. Hey, Derek, nice to see you. On my bridge, yeah, you're going to see quite a few of those along 55. On my bridge, just like in Illinois, 1 lane will be closed with the construction going on it. I think I'm going to try to find some little cones and some signs and some construction workers and get some backed up traffic on it. Hey, Digger, nice to see you. You got it right the second time, Digger. It's all right. And get that, because construction scene on the bridge, I think it'll be really cool to do. So, but I have been running some trains too in between, as you guys saw in my last op session. I'm trying to do some op sessions. Somebody wanted me to talk and tell them about the op sessions as I'm doing them. Me, I just like filming it and just doing it while I'm filming it. But you guys do see I had some derailments in my yard on the number 4 turnouts. I've got to do a little scraping to get the little notch in there so the switch will sit in there. Why it derailed was it kind of moved out as the train was rolling over it. It just slightly moved out enough to where the wheel flange went in it, and then that was pretty much it. So Grandpa Rail's in here. John, nice to see you. So this I just have to go through and notch those out. I've got a few of those to work on. Otherwise, you got to move pretty slow. If you're moving a lot over them, they'll move a little bit enough to cause a derailment. So that's what happened. Nothing big deal there, but the yard is working. So my other runaround track usually works pretty decent. So I could probably on this front runaround track, if we didn't have cars on it, I could have probably brought that whole grain train down. It was about 27 cars, if you saw my last video. So I didn't have my Conrail in there, but I've got to get a few more videos of Conrail pulling some stuff through the layout too. So I need to get my part for my my SD7 back. Yeah, this one slips because it's got a gear worn out on it. So supposedly that's on order. I haven't heard if that's in yet. Still also have a part for one of my SD40s that's painted orange and gray down there. It's been down there forever at the hobby shop waiting for a part from Kato to fix it. So and then I could run some Conrail and do some big tanker trains with Conrail. That'd be kind of cool. Container Man in here? I did not see him, but if he is, hello. Yeah, we gotta keep Sparky happy. The little switcher does good. I did have that in the video before last. I was using my little Conrail switcher at the co-op. But this one I stopped, picked up cars. I don't really have a run around there. But I should now do part 2 of this. Maybe I can clear out my one around track or one lead track in the yard. Now come in there and then get my switcher, start taking it apart, putting it back where it goes at Pillsbury. Filling it up the tracks there because right now they only got 2 hoppers on them. So because 27 of them are on a train. But it was fun to run that train. Of course, my one car with McHenry couplers, hey, trackside Mike, with McHenry couplers kind of was having some issues, but I topped that off to McHenry couplers. So I think the couple cars I have with those just do not stay in a consist for anything. If there's a slight grade or bump or something, they'll come uncoupled every time. So I'll switch them out eventually with microtrains. That's a fact. Don't have any issues with microtrains. So. And then also this week, I still have video to post of this last weekend. I went, those who know me on Facebook, I went to an air show in Peoria Saturday and saw a B-29, one of only 2 B-29s flying. Today, Fifi was there. They were supposed to have their B-24 there. It did not make it because of engine issues. So I did a little plane fun. I got to put the video together and post that for you guys. When we got there, you could ride in some of the planes. To ride in the P-51, it was $2,000 for 35 minutes. But it was probably a cool ride because I did see him taking off and he was doing some G's in that thing with some people, at least one maybe, doing a nice barrel roll. And so that probably would have been pretty fun. I probably would have thrown it up if it was me. But we rode in the RC 45J, which is a Beechcraft reconnaissance plane they have. Yeah, Anthony. To ride in the B-29, the seat by no window was about $500. And then to ride up front where the bombardier sits in front of the two pilots in the glass cockpit was $1,500. I mean, it would have been a dream. Would have been a dream to do that, but that's an exorbitant amount of money. But to ride in the RC 145 it was pretty fun for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. It was $150, and it was cool. We did a little round trip. I got some video of the Illinois River and the Illinois Air Guard base there by the. Yeah, no kidding, Jim. But after a while, about 15 minutes in, the plane just kind of kept. You could feel the turbulence in it being about. The plane is probably 80 to 90 years old. But it was one that they used and it didn't have a glass bottom where they put the cameras through. You could see up front where the other two people were sitting. You could see through the floor, which was kind of cool. But it was an experience. It was very fun. I do have some videos, some P-51s, an AT-6, a Stearman, the B-29. I did not catch it flying. I did catch it sitting there, and then we toured through it, and I got a shirt. But it was a very fun day, and I do have to put that video up once I get it edited. But pretty cool. They had a couple P-51s there, one that you could ride in, one that was just a static display that was available for rides. But I wish I could have seen the B-24. That would have been nice. So. But I definitely will have to put some pictures of that up there. That's pretty cool to see. That's for sure. And I see, Michael, you've been pretty busy doing some things. You got a nice bridge you're putting in on your layout as well. That looks really cool. I know I love my bridge scene. I have two going over my creek in there, so. Yes, there is, Anthony. Yeah. Yep. Yep. He was just coming in, taking people, and then flying out, and it was pretty cool. So. Royal sleep there. Hey, Roy sleeping under a layout. Yeah, you can probably on mine too. It's got a nice shelf on it. Hey, Thomas Moore. Nice to see you. Wigwag, that would be so cool. If anybody could get one of those in flying condition, that would be awesome to see. That's actually bigger than a B-52, believe it or not. And I know they were trying to get one to fly. They got it completely restored like 10 years ago. The one that's on display, I think, in Oklahoma or Arizona. But yeah. Oh my gosh. That's an amazing aircraft. I just wish someday somebody could get one of those to fly in condition. I mean, there's a couple static displays that are really great shape that you just would need to put the hydraulic, the electric in, and engines, but no, B-36 would be amazing. Those things are huge, Kyle. Yeah. Hey, Joe Rader, nice to see you. But I was looking at that because I just wondered that myself if there was any of those flyable conditioned. So. Oh, that's pretty cool, Michael. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool, Thomas. Hey, Dundas, nice to see you. Had 6 engines or 8 engines, and then they had 4 jets, 2 on each wing. Um, so I think it or was it eight turning, 4 burning, or something was the motto for the B-26 or B-36. Yeah, it's a huge bomber. I know on YouTube there is some home footage of that flying over Fort Worth, Texas, at the military bases, flying over the homes there, like right over the roofs. And it's just they're huge. Richmond, Frederick, and Potomac at a 484. Oh, that's pretty cool, Thomas. Um, okay, Wigwag. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That I would love to see one of those fly, but I know it would be a massive undertaking. Um, I think they said it'd be a few $1,000,000 to get that. Yeah, no kidding, container man. Um, nope, can't go wrong, Tammy. Can't go wrong. So I got to get my airplane I've got put out and hanged up too. I don't know, it's still under there somewhere. It's right there. My C-130. I have to put that somewhere like flying over the bridges, maybe. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty cool. That's a pretty cool plane too, Thomas. If you're not, that's a classic. So you must have been in the airborne trackside, Mike. F-111s were cool airplanes as well. The Aardvark. Yep, yep. We used to have one here, Jim, here in town. My dad has it on his HO layout, a model of it. It was an old Ozark Airline DC-3. We had it here for the longest time, and it still flew. I don't know whatever happened to whatever happened to it. It used to be here, and then I don't know if the people moved south or where they moved to that took it with them. So, but yeah, I need to get my airplane hanging out and over the top of the layout. That'd be pretty cool for sure. So. Yeah, no kidding. Basically, F-15EXs are still one of the top fighters in the uh, world. So I've seen them fly a demo before. There was the F-15E I saw, and wow, um, man, my ears! Wow, the sound, unbelievable. A-10's pretty cool plane too. I just thought it looked like a back of a B-25. That's why I liked them. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have old MiGs that they fly. One just crashed recently, a MiG 23 that somebody had. But I'm sure there's some 15s and some 17s and 21s people are still flying around just to. I was going to say, yeah, I knew somebody had a MiG 15. That's pretty cool, Anthony. Yeah, I'm sure they are pretty loud. So I love the. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see that. We haven't had an air show around this area for a long time. It's a shame, but um, yeah, it'd be nice to go to one again. But I'm more into seeing the old warbirds. Yep, they were Michael. That's for sure. I think they fly a variation of that now, the SR-71. I think XR-71 or whatever it is. They had a couple variations come out and upgraded it. Um, so well, yeah, you got like 8 jets, Kyle. That's probably pretty loud, especially flying in formation. Or do they have 6? I can't remember if they have 8 or 6. But I've been watching some lately. I can't remember what this channel is, but they've been showing some older Conrail stuff from the early '90s, late '80s. That's pretty cool. Like in the Allentown area, some good like 8-minute movies. Um, Rail fanning with the Brenners, I think it's what it's called. I can't remember the channel that does it, but some great videos out there. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Plumber. Oh my goodness, I'm still sweating from work. It's only going to get worse tomorrow. Honestly, lately I've just been doing my switch ops for you guys. I've been trying to get that better. I need to use my cards here, but I've got a few cars that I have not put in there yet. And now that I have this new section, I have new industries to put on there. So um, yeah, that's pretty cool. Wigwag. Um, so I've really been enjoying doing the ops session when I get a chance to come down here for a couple hours. Um, I've had a great grain train running. That's really nice to see my SD40s. I finally figured out how to NU on my new Digitrax system here, so that's a little bit fun too. You probably see a mixture of. Oh, well, that's cool, Anthony. You'll see a mixture of ICG stuff coming up here in future videos. Some orange and white, some black and white G-M&O, some red and white G-M&O. Um, I'm probably going to do the basic ICG trains with a lot of mixture in them, and just run some of like mixed freights, some grain. I haven't ran a mixed freight in a long time, so yep, I definitely will. I've got right now my gray and orange and gray hooked up with a red and white G-M&O SD40. So I got two SD40s hooked up. Oh, on the new throttle. Yeah, pretty easy to do. Really easy to do once you figure it out. Now, again, unMU'd is going to be a whole different process. So we'll see. Or MUing multiple units. That's what I want to work on next because I would like to put my orange and gray, red and white in a orange and white SD40 together. So. Mm. Mm. Well, that sucks, plumber. But I'm looking forward to getting this new refinery though done. So yes, absolutely one of my favorites. And that's like I'd say the second generation's F unit diesel. Um, it's going forever. I mean, it just has been forever. So I know F units ran forever and still do on some railroads, some short lines. Um, so hopefully, like I said, I get this going. We'll get the rails on here, and all the ladders and stuff. The piping coming out of here, going into here, all done. Um, and look good. I'll put this one towards the back so you don't see the mistakes on it, but it's not too bad, honestly. Um, but there's just a few things in it, so um, but we won't have that in the new one. The new one's going to be really nice once it's done. That's why I'm going to put it up for in the front. Going to put the decals on the two tanks for sure, um, and then I have to. That'd be quite a mashup, Mike. Yeah, no kidding. Um, you might see my orange and white SD or switcher in amongst like a consist. I've seen that before. I actually have a picture back here on the wall of that. Two switchers actually hooked up. I actually have the orange and gray switcher and one of those orange and white switchers hooked together, switching out a yard here in Bloomington way back in the 80s. SW9s, yeah, I've got the SW7s on here on the layout. So I like those too. The SWs are nice logos 9, 12, and 15. Yeah, I really like 15s, especially Illinois Terminal had theirs. They would actually use them to pull freights. They consist more than one and then pull some freight with it. So it's pretty cool. Illinois Terminal is such a unique railroad. There's a really good book about them out by one of the guys of the Illinois Traction Society, Historical Society. That really did his research. He used to be a policeman for the IT, and then later on the NW and then NS. But um, yeah, I know, plumber. But my next one's really good. I'm going to be real happy with that one. It's going really good. Really like how it's going to turn out. That's why I'm going to put it up front. Um, and I'll probably do a little detailing on those tanks that I have 3D printed too. I think I'll wind up painting those, painting the rails on those, and just doing some dirt looking like around that area. Black soil looks like it's got oil in it. Um, yeah. Yeah, Tom, it would have been nice to see the B-24. I'm sad I didn't get to see it, but got to see the B-29, and there's only two of those that are still flying. I didn't get to actually catch a lot of it flying. It took off as we got there, and you can see it taxi or go up and around after it took off, and then we did see it taxiing in as we were taxiing out on our flight. So um, GP30s, yeah, Kyle, I have one GP30. I need to get some more. GP30s. That'd be kind of cool. At least I have an orange and white GP30 to go with my black and white. But even if it was a black and white, I would take it too. So just a cool locomotive. I mean, I think what is it? Is it one of these pictures back here? There's a GP. I don't know which picture it is. I think it's this picture right there. Is a GP30 going by the old Target switch. Now, it really wasn't a tower. It was more like an office on the Diamond there in Bloomington. Yes, the IT did like to run 5 or 6 SWs at a time and actually pull a pretty long consist with them. Yeah, you need a good Chessie GP30, Kyle. That's what you need. Hmm. That sounds pretty good, Dundas. That's pretty cool. But I do like my little BLI switchers. They're so fun. I do try to pull a little bit too much with it, but I'm having fun with it. Um, using the radio functions on it and all the other functions. It does have like a ton of functions on it. I love using them. Makes great sound when you're doing an op video. That's for sure. The sound on it too is great for a small locomotive like that. You cannot beat the sound on it. Well, yeah, I took my C&O switcher and painted it, but I don't model the C&O, so. But I pretty much knew what I wanted to do with it when I got it. Yeah, I would agree, Derek. I think when you build something, sometimes you get a little focused on it. That's definitely true. So, uh, but so far, though, I really do like how everything on this is coming together nicely. So, this is much straighter than the other one. Um, much nicer. Much nicer. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll paint this up nicely. Put the walls in. We'll get this one going. Um, for sure. Yep. So I'll put that one right up front. It's going to come together pretty nicely with the bridge in the back. It kind of separates things. That scene on the bridge is just going to be another scene. So, but Kyle, it looks really good though. I mean, look at it now. I mean, even got it weathered a little bit. Hard to see here. I mean, I guess you can see that a little bit. But yeah, it's slightly weathered a little bit. But yeah, um, love using this little switcher. This one is very fun to work with. I don't have any issues with this one. My other one, sometimes they give me a little bit of issue, but this one, yep, is super smooth. I do push it to the limit. So, yeah, my dad actually painted that. He did really well. I really love my. Yep, that's gonna switch that grain train out. I think in part 2 of my video when I get around to it. And I do have some cabooses, so I did paint. Yeah, I could do that. Yep. That's definitely a good idea, Tom or Dave. That is pretty cool, Tom. Um, and I think it's in Tucson. They have the big static display, and that's the one they had almost close to being able to fly, but it was going to take too much money to do the rest of the part. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, that's going to be taken apart. The grain train. I may redo it coming into the yard and then having it stop, having the locos get off of it, go back into the engine house, go right into the engine house for servicing, and then get the switcher out and start taking apart that grain train. And this, I'm maybe not pushing my switcher quite as much, maybe about 7 cars at a time, 6 or so, maybe. Could probably get that cut down pretty quickly. So, hey, Tammy, nice. Thank you, Tammy and Ray, for stopping in. Really like your castle part of your layout. That's something totally different, something totally cool. Um, it's just cool, and the moat going in is really cool too. So, um, I haven't checked on it after I saw the moat go in, but I have to see how it's coming out. So, uh, so yeah, have a good night. Look forward to seeing your videos for sure. Um, we'll look forward to that. Really like seeing that. It's just something so cool and different. The castle just looks really good. The little characters and stuff. Yeah, it looks so good. Well, guys, it's getting near that time too. So I think I will call it a night right here. Yes, that's right, plumber. Um, guys, I will call it a night here, and I will catch you guys next time. And your dragon's in the moat. I think the dragons are in the moat. I don't know. So thank you, John. Thank you for stopping in. I think she does, Container Man. So trackside Mike, thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Joe. I will catch all you guys later. Hopefully, I have an update coming up soon with more from this refinery here. Be nice once I get it more done. Um, and we'll see what we got going on. So I'll catch you guys later. Everybody stay safe out of the heat if you're in the heat, if you're out of the storm sections that are getting storms, stay safe from that too. And we will catch you guys all later. See ya.